Thomas McDougall. So who'd McDougall have? He was in charge already of the pack train and Company B that was escorting the pack train. Okay, what's the pack train? Mules with supplies and ammunition. Okay? Now Company B itself consisted of 58 soldiers. 58, Company B. But bear with me here. They also gave Company B 6 soldiers from each of the 12 companies, which be an additional 72. So how many soldiers are really with Company B and the pack train? 130, right? My math's right. So you figure that? So Company B consisted of 58 soldiers, but because they wanted more protection for that pack train, because it was carrying supplies and ammunition, they took 6 soldiers from all these other companies.
Which is how many?
Which gave, what do you mean I said? I did say 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, B. They took 6 from each of those and also gave them to...
Wait, but why would you count B if they're already with them?
Well, 12 of them were... Okay.
You said 12 something.
Whatever. Just bear, I'm not going to go into, I mean, come on. Okay? Anyway, so how many does McDougall have total? 130. Okay, so Benteen has 125, Reno has 140, but he's staying with Custer, right? Custer has 209, and total soldiers with the pack train are 130, and who are they with? But who's with? Okay. Okay, well the pack train stayed with Custer also. Why would they stay with Custer? He's got most of the men, right? And is Benteen probably going to engage a lot of hostiles? He's going to try to, he might have to engage him a little bit to try to push him back, but the figure is he's not going to get into full-wage conflict with them, and only if they choose to try to leave. So Custer's setting himself up, right? Here was the problem with the pack train. As they ascended towards the Little Bighorn, what happened to the pack train and those particular soldiers? They fell behind. Why? Because they're slow. That's exactly right. And Custer wasn't waiting them. So he even fragmented himself a little more. Okay? So what you have down here, which Custer cannot see yet, are high bluffs. And what are in the river valleys of those high bluffs? Many hostile Indian warriors. And what's going to happen is Custer's going to march with Reno, kind of with the pack train, because they're not going to be with him very long, and they're going to march straight to these bluffs along the Little Bighorn River. And really when we get there, who's going to be there? Who's going to be taking on these Indians? Which command? Who's really going to be there? Reno's going to be there with 3 companies and 140 men, right? Is Custer going to be there with 5 companies? 209 men. But where's McDougall? Way back. McDougall's never going to get there to help Custer. Ever. Okay? Now, I'll give you a little prelude just so you understand what's happening. What's going to happen is once they get close to the Little Bighorn, that'll be part of our next lecture, Custer's going to order Reno to charge the valley. And then he's going to come up along the bluffs. And Reno's going to charge that valley and just get his fanny handed to him and end up retreating back up to these bluffs while Custer goes for the village. And what's going to happen is Custer and his 109 men are going to get annihilated beyond belief. And Reno is going to hustle and retreat back to the bluffs, and he's going to lose some men without question, especially during the charge, but he's going to hold off up on the bluffs and try to protect himself. He's never going to go to Custer's aid. And then Benteen's going to get tired of looking for nothing, and he's going to come back, and he's going to join Reno on what's called Reno-Benteen Battlefield and stay there and defend themselves while Custer's getting annihilated on Custer Hill. And then the pack train's eventually going to join, and where are they going to end up? on top of Reno Benteen battlefield. So Custer and his 209 men are going to be on their own. And they're going to get wiped out to a man by many, many Indian warriors, while Reno and Benteen are trying to save their soldiers' lives on top of the hill. And that's how this thing ends up. That's the real short version, but we'll get into some detail on what Custer does and what Reno does. And you'll get a chance to talk to Steve Adelson. Steve Adelson will give you an unbelievable story about this, but I just kind of want to fill you in a little bit on what's going to happen. Then when we get back from the battlefield, we will briefly review what happened through Steve Adelson's talk, and then we'll move on, but I think you'll enjoy it. So, Thursday at Fort Fetterman, Friday at the battlefield. I think you'll enjoy it. You'll see all these things. We have got to get these open note tests done before we go, so we'll plan on it Wednesday. So here's what we're going to do Monday. Monday, we're going to watch a video called Son of the Morning Star up to about where we're at. Okay, that'll be Monday. And probably, no, won't get as far as I'd like, but we'll get the gist. Tuesday, we're going to watch a video that Steve Adelson, my friend, put together on this battle with this book he wrote. And then we'll go to the battlefield and it'll give you a little idea what happened when you see his video. Yep.
Will you record it?
Yeah, I'll record the whole thing, everything we do. Okay, videos and the whole works. Okay, and then when we get back, we'll review the Battle of the Little Bighorn after Steve's lecture, and then I'll show you the rest of the movie Son of the Morning Star.